there have been seasons in my life that have been very, very, very difficult. So let's just talk about it. Many of us struggle with prayer because we're mad at God. You don't want to say it. You can't articulate it, but it's visceral. And let me tell you, God's not intimidated with your emotions. He's okay with that. I've got sons who are mad at me. Like that one over there. How many times have you been mad at me and cussed me out by yourself when I couldn't hear? Okay, I just called you out. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
We're getting real now.
But here's the thing. I said that as a joke, but listen. As mad as this boy was with me whenever it was, he still loved me. I know that. I want you to understand, as a kid, you were in your room. I can't believe him. I said, listen, mama, I don't care what you say. I go to bed when I get ready. You know, you're going to embarrass me in front of my friends. Huh, mama? Because at the end of the day, you mad, but you still in love.
Yep.
You haven't lost your identity. But as believers, sometimes we are insecure with that emotion. We're afraid to tell God how I feel. And there are moments where you have to fight for your prayer closet. And you have to fight through emotions. You have to fight through disappointment. You got to fight through things that happen. And I always talk about the different seasons of an assignment. And in the middle of an assignment, you get introduced to disappointment. It doesn't mean the assignment is over. Like there are different kinds of frustrations you will experience when you're doing something for God. The first feeling of frustration is the freshman frustration. You don't know enough to keep up. Somewhere in the middle, you get this frustration of, I thought I had a rhythm and now everything just changed. Someone betrayed me. Someone did something I didn't expect. All things happen. That's one of the things that happens. And when that happens, it's like, God, I thought you wanted me here. None of this stuff was my idea. You sent me, this is me talking to God, Siobhan. You told me to come to Texas. Why you gotta let everything fall apart when I get here? This was your idea. Why are you letting all this stuff happen? And it's sometimes difficult. So I'm going to give that to you. Help us. How do we navigate fighting for it when that's the tension we're experiencing? Anybody experience tension like that? Maybe you're going through right now like, Pastor, help us.
I think curveballs are one of the ways God tests our fickleness. I love you, I love you, I love you. And what we don't say, but we say in fine print is, well, as long as things go the way I want.
What is going on right now?
I love it.
It's a curveball. It's a dishwasher.
I love
it. I don't know what my own dishwasher is.
Like. That is hilarious.
Help us.
I really do think that some of the most beautiful moments are the ones we don't see coming. Mm-hmm. Go back to when you were young, when you were 5 years old, and something would scare you in the middle of the night. Where would you go? You would run into your parents' bed oftentimes. You would draw near. Yes, of course, perfect love casts out all fear, but also in some really scary moments in my life where I wasn't sure which way things were going to go, I felt the nearness of God in the most tangible of ways. And on the backside, with hindsight, I realized this whole conversation of God turns everything for our good. If we just keep it down here, it is so much more robust theologically.
Yeah.
It's breathtaking. Because what happens when something happens in life, which we don't see coming, there are only two options. I'm either going to run away from him or I'm going to push into him. And what concerns me about prayer with many believers is as long as prayer is only your first course or last resort, Every time the storms come, you'll nearly drown. But when prayer becomes like oxygen, you don't even recognize the storms everyone is cussing about. This is why Jesus was asleep in the boat, because he spent so much time with his Father alone
that
he knew, I know what happens in the storm, because I didn't wait to start praying until the storm began.
Okay, hold on a second. What you just said, think about this. Check this out.